Всем привет, друзья! Сегодня снова с вами Ладушки. Замечательный вечер, немного прохладный. И мы сегодня находимся на 3-й променад-стрит на Санта Монике, чтобы что сделать?
Чтобы сделать очень важный и многих интересующих опрос. Что же думают американцы о нас? Не то чтобы конкретно о нас, о ладушках, вообще о русском, украинском народе.
Итак, друзья, если вам интересно, что же думают американцы о русских и украинцах, то продолжайте смотреть это видео.
Ну что, поехали?
What do you think of Russian people?
I think they're nice. I don't know, they're cool people, I guess.
From my experience, they're like what I've known is they're known to be really strong people, and all of the ones I've met seem to have a great sense of fashion and really personable and really friendly to me.
What do you know and what do you think of Ukrainian people?
I'll be honest, I don't know a lot about Ukrainian people, but I'd love to go to Ukraine someday and check it out, see what they're all about.
So what about you?
I think I'm the same boat. I don't know anyone, but I definitely like to meet one and go there to see what's going on.
So what's the difference between Russian and Ukrainian people?
I don't know if I can tell you a difference, but I can tell you what, I feel like they have the same, I feel they're both very focused kind of countries.
What do you think about Russian people?
In general,
Yeah.
I don't think they have enough kids. I think they're very nice. They like to travel a lot because there's so many of them worldwide.
What is the difference between Russians and Ukrainians?
No.
You don't know. Okay, that's fine.
Huh?
You said language.
Yeah, oh yeah, the language. Yeah, Ukraine has its own language and it's a Slavic language, but they don't, but they use it a little bit, not so much.
Smart.
Yeah.
You know about Ukrainians.
So what do you think of Russians and Ukrainians?
What I heard is that there's a lot of Russians in LA. They're very warm-blooded, nice people.
And what about Ukrainians? Do you know anything about them?
We just know it used to be part of Russia, and it got separated, and then there's a war between Russia and Ukraine. I guess Ukrainians want to be independent, and Russia doesn't want them to be on their own.
I'm not talking about politics, I'm talking about people, the mentality.
Well, all I know is from the friends that I have. Well, they say Russian girls, they're looking for husbands.
Oh, really?
And they usually don't have a job. You said be honest.
So where are you from?
My from is Spain.
Oh, cool. And you?
I'm from Ohio.
What do you think about Russian people?
Russian people, I think that's beautiful people. I meet a lot of people in Spain, outside Spain, and always that's beautiful people.
Cool. And you?
Well, I think they're intelligent. I think they're hardworking. You know, I think they're very, what's the word? Competitive. That's what I would say.
What do you think about Ukrainians?
Ukrainian, I haven't been to Ukraine, but I think it's a country in Europe, it's Europe, saying Russia, all it's people from it's Europe.
Have you ever met people from Ukraine, and what do you think about them?
You know, I've met maybe like a few, like a handful, and I mean they seem like normal Eastern European people. I mean, just good cooks. Yeah.
What's the difference between these people, Russians and Ukrainians?
There's a line in between one country and the other. That's about it to me. You know, I don't really notice too much difference. They're very similar, you know, demographically and just even culturally. It's pretty much the same. The only thing that really, to me, divides them is maybe political parties or political interests.
Okay, thank you. And you?
Oh, I don't know the difference between Ukrainian and Russia. For me, it's the same. The same culture, no? It's Europe. Different in the past, but together, no?
Друзья, мы снова на Голливуд-бульваре. Итак, продолжаем наш опрос.
Russians.
Yes.
What do I think of Russians?
Yes.
In what kind of way do I think of Russians?
In all the ways.
In all the ways?
About Russian people, what do you know about them? What do you think of them?
Well, from what I know of Russians, from the friends I have, I know that Russian people come across with a strong personality, meaning they're serious type of people. They don't play around, they don't f around really, excuse my language, but they're serious. You can't really screw them over because you're gonna have a problem, you know? Don't mess with the Russians. You know?
What do you think of Ukrainian people?
I mean, I met a few people from Ukraine. They came across very strong attitude, so that's all I know of them. That's all I know.
What do you think about Russians?
From my experience with people from Russia, they can be very stern, but they can also be very nice. I know they're known for drinking vodka a lot and partying a lot, but from what I know, they're pretty nice people.
Okay. So, what do you know about Ukrainian people?
Ukrainian people, nothing too much. I was born in Russia myself. I was born in Leningrad, but I don't really know anything about Ukrainians that much. But I mean, I know the country and like a couple of people from there, but nothing about the country itself.
Is there a big difference between Russians and Ukrainians?
I don't think so. I mean, one of my coworkers here, she's actually Ukrainian and she speaks full-on Russian. She helps out all of our Russian customers, so there isn't really much of a difference in my opinion.
What do you think of Russians?
I like Russians. From what I know, from the friends that I've had, Russians like vodka. Is that true?
Well, not all of them.
Okay, well, that's what I know of Russians. Also, I like the accent.
Okay. Do you like strong Russian accent?
Yes, I think it's hot.
Okay, so... And what else do you like about Russians? Russians.
I like the way they dress because when I hear Russians, I picture like the fur hat on with like they're really tall and nice, like really nice looking.
Okay, one more question for you.
Yes.
What do you think of Ukrainians?
Don't really know much about Ukrainians. In general,
Yeah.
Ukrainians are beautiful people, and so are Russians. Are y'all Russian or Ukrainian?
No, we are from America.
Oh, you're from America?
Yeah.
So
We hate Russians and Ukrainians. I'm just kidding. I'm from Russia. She's from Ukraine.
Okay, I got you. Well, oh.
Hello! Do you like Russian people? Say yes. Say yes.
How you doing? Привет.
What do you know about Russian people? Can you tell me?
I know Russian women are very beautiful. Like I said before, probably a little aggressive.
Seriously?
I don't know. Probably it's the accent.
What do you think of Russian and Ukrainian people? So, who first?
Yeah. So my family is like of Ukrainian and Russian descent, and I think they're great. Like my family is a great family, and like they're like different but the same in a great way. And like the culture and the food and the religion is like very similar. So I like that. They're obviously not the same because they're from different countries, but they're very similar in culture and language. And a lot of people in Ukraine speak Russian, and I think that they come together very well because a lot of families are mixed of Russian and Ukrainian descent.
Well, my parents are from Ukraine, and we speak Russian, and I speak Russian. I think that Ukrainians or Russians are like the same. Their cultures have many similarities, so I think they're both pretty much the same, even though they're like two separate countries. And yeah, I think they're just the same pretty much.
What can you say about Russians?
I think Russians are super nice. They're really friendly, but they were very much like yes to Russia, like very like we love Russia. I love Russia. I liked the food.
They're very patriotic.
Huh? Patriotic, yeah, they were very much so, very much so. And then the food, like I was worried about the food. I thought maybe I would like not have anything to eat, but I loved eating like the borscht. I was eating that like all the time, and the pierogi, and the bubliki, which were like.
Did you like some traditions of Russians?
The Russian traditions, well, they showed me how to take a shot of vodka with like the pickle and the bread. the black bread, right? Yes, they showed me that. So, and they were like, everything was like, at the Dodger, they were like, shots, more shots, and we were like talking, but they go out, they smoke hookahs, they'll like sit and like, they'll kind of just be like at a bar saying, they love to, it seemed like I was going like to karaoke, everywhere you go, like people were like karaokeing, so I don't know, it was kind of weird.
Do you know something about Ukrainian traditions?
No, I don't really know anything about Ukrainian traditions, but Anya's half Ukrainian, and her mom, or I went to her grandmother's house, her babushka. Yeah, I went to her house, and she's Ukrainian, and we talked through Anya for a while. So that's it.
Did you notice some difference between Russian and Ukrainians?
No, I didn't notice the difference. No, because I mean, to me, it was all like different. So I mean, it would be hard for me to like notice differences like that.
So, what do you think about Russians and Ukrainians? Okay, thank you. I see. I got it. Ну что ж, пришло время сделать итоги нашего опроса.
Мы опросили достаточное количество человек не только в Голливуде, но еще и на Санта Монике, и сделали определенные выводы.
По итогам нашего опроса процентов 10 людей вовсе были не осведомлены в вопросах географии.
Еще 20% людей не изъявили желания, к сожалению, выражать свое мнение на камеру.
Однако основная масса людей, которые участвовали в нашем опросе, сказали о том, что россияне и украинцы для них во многом схожи.
Выводы делайте сами, господа.
И давайте жить дружно.